selection, as you see in the program, it is in memory of a previous band director here for the Sanibel Band, and I've asked Gail Bachman to tell us a little bit of what's behind this piece. Yeah.
So, Augie, as I'm not in the mic.
Get up on the mic.
Yes, as was just said, this piece that we're going to play, Here I Am, Lord, that happens to be a traditional hymn, and the band paid for a commission for it to be arranged for a band arrangement in honor of our beloved, dearly departed Augie, who was our director. And I'm sure a lot of people in this room knew Augie and loved him. And I know many of us on the stage considered him a mentor, a teacher, a musical inspiration, and most of all, a friend. And he is sorely missed. When this band started at Big Arts about 20-some years ago, I don't know the exact number, in fact, only the trumpet player. Where's Gary? Well, 2003. Anyway, during those early years, a lot of us were just picking up our instruments after a long hiatus from high school and relearning how to play. And we were very lucky to have a director and then another director that was willing to, work with us and help us come along. And we finally got to the point after about 12 or 13 years where we could usually hit a note and maybe keep up a tempo at times. But anyway, we were coming along and we could play marches and kind of basic things. And then along came Augie. Augie and Maureen moved to Sanibel, and Augie, a very accomplished musician, joined our band, became associate director and then director. And honestly, Augie just brought the band to a new level. We knew the basics, and he really showed us musicality, how to make music more beautiful. And I think I speak for the other band members when I say we all responded to that. He wanted the best. He wanted us to be the best we could be. He was so dedicated, never missed a rehearsal, even if the Michigan State Spartans were playing Michigan. Anyway, so he was with us a couple of years, I guess, or a year or two, and then COVID hit. So the band was coming along, but of course you remember COVID, we all had to stay outside or whatever. So Augie was not deterred. We practiced on parking lots. We had impromptu gigs where we invited all our best friends and forced them to come listen. I see some in the audience. Anyway, he kept us playing through COVID. Then things got back to normal again. We were back inside, and then boom, in next to no time, Hurricane Ian struck. And as we all know, there was a closed sign for a while on the Sanibel Causeway, and Augie and Maureen's home was completely flooded, and he lost all his musical instruments, all of his music, everything, and they were living in their trailer, and yet one of his top priorities was to get the band playing again. The band has to keep playing. He got new music. He rounded up a new rehearsal place in Fort Myers. The band kept on playing with Augie. He was just so dedicated. And then we were really coming along, and then very suddenly we lost him, and it has left a big hole. In the year following his death, there was no band, and I felt like the music world went dark for a lot of us. But then the universe provides at times, and weren't we lucky when Missy Calkins stepped into our world, and she she brings with her, you know, her own set of talents and is working with us and is very patient and bringing out a new dimension in our playing. So we're very grateful for that. But anyway, now we're going to play Here I Am, Lord. And somewhere in my heart, I know that Augie's at peace, knowing that the band is still playing on. And this one's for you, Maestro.